Welcome everyone, I'm Tim and this is the controller. Thanks for clicking on Fallout 4, You Only Live Once. Last time we stormed the castle, took care of the Mirelurk Queen, and got the Minutemen set up. Today we get to venture across the water a little bit and head on over to General Atomics and begin doing Automatron. So if you've enjoyed this content, please hit that like and subscribe button, as it would be greatly appreciated. But with that, let's jump into it. Now, I did do a little bit of inventory management. I dropped off my junk and put my couple legendary pieces that I haven't been using just to free up a little bit of carrying capacity. Got my hotkeys all set up with my Nuka-Colas, and then all my drugs down below that I'll be able to start taking. Now, even though I can't get addicted to the drugs, that doesn't mitigate the risk, as it also will basically roll the dice for diseases, and it will also just plain make me more susceptible to getting a disease such as weakness, insomnia, or lethargy, or anything like that. So I will be using them quite liberally, at least once I get over to General Atomics, but it's also not going to be 100% safe. And peckish already. There's that razor claw that's over there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to skirt around along the shore. This should just be normal for where I was just at. These super mutants should be cleared out. And I'm within 100 meters, more or less. I'm coming right up on them. I had said before that my wounding might be the best case. Oh yeah, that was nice. Quick shooting. Don't want those eggs hatching. There is gunfire somewhere nearby. Could very easily be the Brotherhood that we saw last time. Looks like probably more super mutants right here. Might be able to sneak around them. Somebody is somewhere, but doesn't seem overly close at the moment. And here is General Atomics. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Now, I do know that once I do complete Automatron, provided that I can make it through as it is a crazy hard DLC. It won't stop the roaming death squadrons completely, but I do believe that it limits them down just a little bit, which will make the game slightly easier. Now, I did top up on my food to get that action points going a little bit more, but I did notice I am sitting on 2 Deathclaw steaks right now. That will increase my agility by 1, which will give me just ever so slightly more action points, and it will also give me just a little bit more sneak for a good chunk of time. So honestly, that's probably a good decision. Not looking forward to in here. I want to go right, take my buff tats, and let's take the psycho, and we'll hit up that water. Now we should be doing about as good as we can. Swarm bot, junk bots, all going to be tough to deal with. Win a legendary junk bot. This is why we have our crits. Oh, legendary swarm bot, of course. Legendaries explode. There's that explosion. Every legendary robot explodes. So I just have to be aware of that. And every sentry bot explodes as well. The legendaries explode twice. Nothing like kicking off with 2 legendaries in this room right off the bat. Now, to be perfectly honest, I've ever only dealt with Automatron once before, so there's I'm not overly familiar with the layout of some of these buildings. I have done a fair amount of research to kind of know what to expect and kind of know what I want to deal with. But all basically first go. Got my marker over there, which is the RoboBrain that I am going after. Stick with a silenced weapon as long as I can. I can still get sneak attacks when I'm in caution, and other robots won't be able to hear it quite as quickly.
Excellent.
Got the Tesla Science over here, which is good to have. Get that energy weapons a little bit stronger. After I get this all cleared, I will do a legit sweep of it and see what good loot I can find. And anytime you see a flip lighter, that's oil. That's just good to have. They made quite a mess in here. Poisoner's board. That's terrible. Poisoning isn't any good, really, and then you just tack on the board. Which is an awful weapon, too. Well, this rad-powered, it's a combat armor. That's not, worst case, not the worst thing in the world. That actually might provide some decent damage protection later on after dealing with Glowing Sea and some other high rad areas like Nuka World and especially Far Harbor. That could actually get a pretty good damage resistance. Now I want to move fairly fast just so I can utilize, not have to do too much psycho or buff tats or anything like that, but I also don't want to move too quickly either to where just plain I break my stealth and their psycho has worn off. Uh-oh. Caution, junk bot over there. I saw one more. Yes, swarm bot. He'll be coming around the corner very soon. Maybe. Well, I am out of crits. That's a problem. But he came in firing. I think I can hold off on taking another psycho for a little bit yet. My buff tats will be wearing out very soon too. This could be going a lot worse. If they want to just work their way this way, I'm okay with that. Or I'll just be dumb and just drop off again. Don't want to open that door quite yet. Well, hello. Well, typically I can't shoot through the door, but I do have one crit. Didn't quite kill him. Now this Robo Brain should be stuck in there until I open the door. There's also a couple other ones in there with him. Yeah, I don't think I can shoot through there.
I need to have the mechanist improve your sensors.
And my buff tats have worn out. That's okay. Ooh. I didn't hit him, but I did get a crit base through that. I don't know if that's... It kind of feels a little cheaty.
Wherever you are.
Might be the end of them though. It's just right in there. Shoot.
This is fun.
Alright, I'll try one more time. It says 84. It is kind of sticking through. Okay, so I was able to hit it. Now, technically, I am cleared. Fantastic. Can I just search through there? I can. That's what I'm looking for Ada. And there's going to be plenty of mods here, too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's some radiation. Might as well check this back loot chest. 950 cal, fantastic. And 10mm, I've been using that. Grenades and mines. Wow. And a suppressed powerful combat shotgun, which would be really good too, just for a generic weapon. That was a really good steamer trunk. I'll just do a little bit of looting in here, pick up some of the good things, and then we can get on out of here. I just popped back outside and I got 82 XP, which gave me another level up. Now, there was nothing really of much note inside, just generic loot. I could have gone to the quality assurance area, but I decided not to, as there isn't a whole lot in there, at least that my memory serves. And now that we have a level up, I'm debating between going with endurance to just keep boosting my hit points, and I then be able to take Aqua Girl. But as I dealt with lethargy not that long ago, Action Girl is kind of staring me in the face. Getting my action points coming back 25% faster, I think, is the right choice. Now, as we have the RoboBrain part, the Mechanist device, we need to head back on over to Ada, which she is at Hangman's Alley. Now, I did leave a couple pieces at the castle of my legendary equipment. I'm not going to worry about them right now. I will be back to the castle later on, so we will just venture on back to Hangman's Alley. Now, hopefully I can just take the pretty much the exact same route that I did before and not run into any issues. Well then. I had gone past the 4-leaf packing, which would deal with Diamond City Blues, which is the drug lab. And now came across these 2 blood bugs. And more robots. I think I'm just in caution. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Got that Red Widow down. As I'm hungry and thirsty again, I best eat a noodle cup. Bare minimum, blood bugs are pretty good eating. Now, the real question is, are those the same robots that were dotted around earlier? They're kind of right where I need to go. As one's in the house there. Less than ideal. Not really a clear shot. Excellent. Scrap bot down. Back to hidden. Uh-oh. Okay, that's just junk bot over there. No worries. Still in caution. That 50% adrenaline is really doing me some good work right now. Those brackets are looking much better now. Ah, fusion core even. If I can make it through, loop around just over here, then I should be in a much better spot, as there's the truck that blew up, which that was a wicked shipping container, and if it was in fact that group of robots that was hanging out over there that I just was able to take out now, that means, yeah, that's clear, and that's wicked shipping. I can get some free loot. What do you got in here? Stealth boy, bottle cap mine. 2 stealth boys. Nice truck. And then just plain some other explosives. Glad I came back. Now, provided I don't run into anything else too serious, I can get back to those 2 robots by Hester's Consumer Electronics and just keep making the way north. No, I had heard super mutants in this area too. I'll have to be mindful of that as the brackets keep getting closer and closer. Yeah, there's the Mr. Handy. And, oh. Well then. Somebody came through here because that Protectron was not dead earlier. Could it be Rad Scorpions that was in the area before? I'm not sure. Made it back the rest of the way to Hangman's Alley without any issues, other than I became weary on my trip back. Thankfully, weary isn't the worst thing in the world, as it's agility -1 and AP refresh minus 30%, but since we just picked up that action grill, which is plus 25%, that's pretty much null and void. Now, I'm going to be running into an issue of, do I want to keep my adrenaline high, or do I want to sleep to make sure I have a full action bar? This is kind of why I was planning on having this Nuka-Cola to eliminate some levels of sleep. So I'm gonna pop one of those bad boys, and did that just kick me up 1 level? Yes, I am now just overtired. So that is a dilemma that I might have to deal with. I was hoping to get a few down with a few rounds of RoboBrains in before having to,
I found this
you know,
strange device on
sleep
robot.
again.
Let's have a look. Impressive. The robot workbench is a powerful tool.
Ada just needs me to build a robot workbench so we can put that Mechanist device in her so she can locate the other RoboBrains. So we have this special here, robot workbench. Now it does take up quite a bit of space. We'll kind of put that actually right where that pommel horse is would be a nice location. We'll just move that on down a little bit. There we go. Beautiful thing.
Let's hope this beacon will be the only piece we need to track down the Mechanist.
Now I just need to talk to
Are you
Ada
ready to
again.
install the radar beacon?
It's time. Let's do this.
Good. The installation should be simple. Once I'm in the robot work, all systems are go, man.
Now we just select Ada and put on the special mod of the radar beacon. Can doctor her up a little bit if need be. Won't worry about it at the moment. Actually put this in here backwards. I didn't realize that, but I can still make it around.
Strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
Makes it difficult to talk with her though.
It's a good start at least.
These robots tend to travel in groups, so you're likely to encounter heavy resistance. Watch the rooftops, man. I doubt that we're alone.
Completed a new threat, and Ada kicked off the next part of tracking down Robo Brains. Head hunting. We just have to find where the second one is. Show it on the map. And lo and behold, it is actually basically right where we were at before. So this will actually probably work out pretty good, other than it's a long trek when I have to travel all the way around the shoreline, which is a pretty safe route at this point, but that does take quite a long time. Maybe I'll try to cut through from the combat zone and just cut right on over to consumer robotics. Would cut down a lot. That will have to be next time, and once we're down there, we can head back over to the castle and pick up the things that we left. I am planning on doing that in the next episode. We'll just store all of our junk, and I'll tidy that up just a little bit more. I think I want to just continue with my 50% adrenaline, just so I can have maximum damage output. But we'll get everything topped back off other than that, and get heading back out. But thanks for watching, and thanks for joining. And until next time, powering off.
It's a pleasure to serve with